Speaking of bad, we do have historic news from the Horizon Zero Dawn lovers section of the Lego fandom. Now, if you don't know, Lego is a very popular brand. It has been since they started making games before they started licensing out to even Star Wars. Lego had a bunch of PC games. I want to say it started with like Windows 98. It didn't even wait for XP and the
Yep.
Millennium Edition. It was a
Yep.
very early PC game that you could get. Very limited, of course, because back then that's
Lego
how they were.
Island.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was
right.
Lego Island and then
And,
like Lego City Heroes, right?
Yeah, Lego City
yeah.
Heroes, and then you had the adventurer guy, that Chip something or other. I think is what his name was. Brick. It was Brick something or other. But
Of course, it has to be Brick. Come on.
but yeah, so he was that was the thing that they did with it. But again, so then they got into the licensing, and Lego had like this massive like influx of cash come in, as just about everybody and their brother wanted to have a tie-in with Lego. And the Star Wars ones were very popular, but they also had other ones tie in. I think I want to say that at one point there was a Star Trek Lego game.
Not yet. We've gotten Harry Potter, Marvel,
Right. Okay.
Indiana Jones, Star Wars, DC, and then there was they just had that like their Toys to Life thing that they were doing like last generation, the Lego Dimensions, where you would go like buy the figure, and that had a lot of there might have been a Star Trek person in there because
that's
know,
what I'm thinking of.
Crossover-y, but I'm not positive.
Yeah. I think it was that you had like when you locked in like the Kirk and Spock toys, you had like the Enterprise. You could play the video game, the Lego Universe video game there with them. I think that's what I was thinking of. Was that because the Harry Potter Lego video game was massively popular with a couple of the girls I dated in high school. So I remember that really being big with girls. That was like the first time that I saw girls being interested in Legos was the Harry Potter stuff. So
of course, because it's Harry Potter.
This, however, did not pass the appeal to anybody, really, because it debuted to less than the Concord player count over on Steamcharts. And that's not good, because Concord had 600 max players when it came out, a little bit over 600. And this apparently had less than that. So even if it was just 500, that is terrible. If you don't know, Horizon Zero Dawn was a massive, massive property for Sony. It mostly revitalized. Well, it mostly revitalized their AAA effort when it came out.
It's literally the reason why they don't make Killzone video games anymore. They
it
just
actually
is,
yeah.
Yeah, and so now Herman Hulse, the guy we've been talking about, was formerly the head of that studio, and the success of Horizon Zero Dawn propelled him to the position that he's at now, with Sony being the head honcho. Now, this thing is that that's where this whole thing came from, because nobody was asking for a Lego Horizon Zero Dawn Horizon crossover. Nobody wanted that. Not a soul alive was like, I want to see Aloy as a Lego, the fat, annoying, bitchy Aloy that doesn't shut up. Yeah, that one. Even in Lego, she's annoying.
And that's the thing, is that I like this entire situation, event, story, release, it all really boils down to like who wanted this, because I don't think there are that many young kids who are looking at Horizon going, man, that's what I want to get in on, right? Like,
I wish my parents would let me play Horizon Zero Dawn, because it is so adult.
Right. Well, like, I'm sure there are kids who are like, oh, look, I know that game, that Horizon game my dad plays or whatever, and maybe I've picked it up before, but it's not like it's not like it's a big franchise, right? And like, to that point, one of them, I don't know where else to interject this, but so for those of you who've played the Lego games, particularly the licensed ones, there's a Lord of the Rings one too, I forgot about that. But if you've played the licensed games, you'll know that one of the big appeals of them all is like you can play so many different characters, right? You go into Marvel, you can get like the Scarlet Spider if you wanted to. If you go to DC, you can get like a Jokerized Batman. Like, there's just all of these lore, like deep dive lore things, and you can just pick, whatever character you want. Horizon, you have 4 characters, only 4 that you choose to play from. Like, it's so, I don't understand what anybody was going for with this one. Like, Nikolaj, our writer who covered this, he speculated that it was just Sony like dipping their toes into the Lego world, but I'm like, well, couldn't you have just done the Astrobot thing? I feel like that would have been more successful if you did like Lego Astrobot if you had to, and then
that
Lego
feels more
all of your PlayStation stuff, right? Like, and then
that guy would look better.
Oh,
that guy would look better as a little mini fig, as they call them.
Oh yeah, a minifig. That's right. Yeah, so they would all look better, but these, I don't know. This just seems like the biggest. Nobody was demanding Horizon. Nobody is that big of a fan of a Horizon. You've got 2 games and a DLC to pull from for like story, and you only have 4 characters to play as. If anything, this is like the demo you release onto like Xbox Live or something and say, hey, check that out. And then if people like it, they can buy it. Like, this is not a game. And so not only is it not really a game, but they're charging $70 whatever the max price is in your territory. Yeah, like this is a full-on release that apparently maybe you can beat in a day if it takes you that long. Like, there's nothing here. There's no content, there's no substance. One of the great things about Lego games, especially the ones that are licensed, are like they can make like self-referential jokes about, you know, sort of funny things. Like, you might have like Lego Batman and you know, Robin comes up to him and is like, tickets, and then Batman looks at the tickets and it's like to the Gotham Theater where his parents are killed, and he goes like, I don't know, and all the kids and all the parents go like, haha, that's funny, we get it, like, you know, it's referencing his parents. What does Horizon have? It doesn't have anything like that. So what they did is they like wholesale invent Lego-ified personality traits for these characters. So like Lego Batman is a simplified version of Batman. Lego Aloy is not a simplified version of Aloy. She's more like all the characters are written like 2000s random characters, right? Like LOL XD, so random. For example, like Aloy, her whole big running gag in Lego Horizon is, boy, I love pickle sandwiches. Sandwiches aren't really that big of a thing in the Horizon world. She's never mentioned pickles before. Like, this isn't a thing. When you go and you meet Silence for the first time, the character played by Lance Riddick, all of a sudden he's got this really weird like aspiration to be a DJ, even though he doesn't really talk about anything like that in the game. Right, exactly. Cool. You're going, all right, they're not Horizon characters. You could have swapped in any original character and had the same thing. And so you're just sort of left with like, it's clear they're trying to appeal to kids, but I don't even think kids would like this. I think even kids would be like, where's Batman? Where's Superman? Where's Spider-Man?
Speaking of, why isn't there a Lego Superman game?
Well, Lego DC.
No,
and he's in it.
Well, there's Lego Batman. Why not Lego Superman? There hasn't been a Superman standalone game in years.
Well, you know what? You can blame Superman 64 for that.
Yeah.
Got that. No, but Nerdigan,